Good morning, friends. Happy Monday, February 27th. Crystal here from Find Your Road Home with today's 3-card reading. Please remember, the first card is always for you. The second card is always for someone else. That someone else might be a stranger, a friend, a loved one. And the third card is always something to remember or watch for today, right? Okay, so our first card today, the card for you, is time. Time. Notice the hourglass. So time is saying that you feel like there's a deadline approaching. This could be a real, actual deadline, or it could be one you've made up in your head. We all do that. Like, by the time I turn 50, I'm going to have blah, 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 blah. That's a deadline. Did you know that? That's a deadline. And so even in your subconscious has this list of things that you're supposed to have done by a certain time. And right now you're feeling the pressure of that. You're really feeling the pressure of that. It could be kind of a celestial thing, honestly, because for a lot of us, there's a lot that's going to shift in March, and it's coming. Like March 7th is really coming quickly. And for many of us, there's going to be a big shift at that time. So we're all kind of feeling this deadline approaching. Tick, 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 tick. All right. So what time, getting this card, it's not just reminding us that we have a deadline. It's reminding us how we act while we have a deadline. Okay. So it's reminding us that even if we're feeling a little stressed from our deadline, we have to figure out how to put our best foot and face forward, because if you've listened to me at all in the last several months, negative energy isn't going to get it done, friends. Only positive energy. So we can't let the stress of this tick, 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 tick get to us. We have to figure out how to smile and move forward, okay? While we hear the tick, 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 tick. We do not want to turn into Captain Hook from Peter Pan, okay? That's what we're trying to avoid. Time is trying to keep us from turning into Captain Hook from Peter Pan, okay? All right. The message for someone else, a stranger, a friend, a loved one. Please remember that the reason we do the message for someone else is because one of the biggest shortcuts to raising your own vibration is to help someone else. Okay. Now, should you just constantly go around helping other people and never help yourself? No. You also have to help yourself, friend. But we also want to help others, because the truth is, a lot of times helping others really does help us, and it will help trigger more healthy ways for us to act if we're helping someone else and trying to be healthy and be a role model for them. You see what I'm saying? Okay, let's get to the card already, Crystal. So the card is pair. And these are 2 beautiful flamingos. This is probably one of my all-time favorites. 2 flamingos with their heads together, because 2 heads are better than 1. And you know I'm right. One single, like, our mind is a beautiful thing, but it's not fail-safe. Like, there's all kinds of things that can go wrong. And probably 85% of the stuff that our mind tells us is crap. So how do I know? I get a thought partner. I pair. I go and I bounce ideas off of someone else. So pair is saying, I think, that when we connect with this stranger, friend, or loved one, we're just supposed to listen. Yeah, we're really just supposed to listen to them and give them that opportunity to have someone to bounce their ideas off of. Because maybe no one is doing that for them. It's possible. A lot of folks sit in silence, and it's kind of sad. All right, so pair. They need to find a thought partner. And here's the thing. It really should be a thought partner that's really excited about whatever content they're listening to, because really what you're wanting in pair is someone who feeds back. So like I might say something and then maybe they ask a question that helps me dig down deeper into whatever it was I was thinking to be able to dissect the thought more. That's really what pair is. It's not just me listening to them. It's really engaged, interacting conversation. All right. Don't just listen. Make sure you engage. All right. Last but never least, the remember or watch for card today. The remember or watch for. Okay. So this card today is down. We've had down recently. Just a couple days ago, it was the first card. And so now it's the remember or watch for. So just last week, we were at the very bottom. We couldn't get any lower. This is as low as we were going to go. What this is saying to me is whatever that situation was, it's not completely done. It takes time to get out of the bottom of a hole. Okay. So this is that reminder of, hey, that hole is right there. Don't fall back in it. Okay. Now, so that hole's right there, that place we were just at the bottom of, it's still there. It's not that far away. Remember those lessons so that you don't fall back down in the hole. That's really what I'm kind of getting from this one. So down is that I'm at the bottom. The only way to go is up. Okay. Now, it is a toll. So if I don't learn the lesson, I'm going to stay in that hole. And as I mentioned last week, eventually that hole will get covered back up with dirt, and you don't want to be in it when it gets covered back up. Okay. So down is the reminder that, hey, it's not that far away. Just because you feel like you hit the bottom and you're on your way up doesn't mean that you can't slip back down in it. So be attentive, be aware, pay attention. Whew, what a Monday reading. All right. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Okay. So as always, friends, go out there with the ultimate kindness, because as you know, we don't know what other people are going through. And I recently learned that friendly just means being kind. Did you know that? Being friendly just means being kind. So go out there and be friendly today, friends. Just be kind to other people. Do nice things. Be gracious. Remember, we don't know what other people are going through. All right. Have a blessed day. Love you. Friends, have you been struggling with an idea lately or very curious about something new and you're just not really sure where to start? Maybe you need an oracle card reading. Yes, that's right. Maybe you need an oracle card reading. Crystal here from Find Your Road Home, and I specialize in road trip readings. Now, wait a minute. What's a road trip reading? A road trip reading is an oracle card reading, and it's where I pull 9 cards using my beautiful turn signal deck that I do a 3-card reading from every day. Okay. So we use those 9 cards and we create a roadmap. We use this to map out and connect the cards and help us see choices and consequences of if we do or don't do these actions that the universe is suggesting that we do. Once we've pulled the cards and we've gone through them, then you have the opportunity to continually analyze them. There will be different paths that are pointed out, and you get to consider who do you want to be your navigator on this road trip, who do you want to help you, and then there's some journaling opportunities when you're finished. A road trip reading is beautiful if you have a question that you're not exactly sure how to answer. It's beautiful if you just want an outlook for the upcoming year. Maybe it's your birthday and you want to know what the year has ahead for you. Maybe you only want to know a month at a time. Who knows? You get to determine how long your road trip is. It is completely up to you. So, what do I get in a road trip meeting? Well, you get about 40 minutes with me on Zoom. You'll ask your question in advance. I'll pull the cards in advance so that I have time to draw out the map and we don't waste our time together with me just drawing out the map. So I'll draw out the map, but then when we meet together, we'll go over the map. We'll talk about different choices and consequences, how those things resonate with you, where they show up in your life. When you're finished, you walk away with a PDF of the reading, which includes the cards and their meanings so that you can reflect on it later. And you get the recording in case you are like me and you can't always remember what's said from 1 minute to the next. So you get those two beautiful things when you're finished with the reading. Now, there's another kind of road trip that's called a road trip plus. What's a road trip plus? A plus, what that adds to it is, in advance, I will ask for your birth details, time, place, and date, okay? I will run and do a natal chart, and we will do a natal chart and discuss your natal chart at the same time as we do the road trip reading, because the truth is, your sun and your moon and your rising will all have an impact on how you choose to interpret your road trip map, okay? So it really all does have an impact. So a road trip reading by itself, no astrology, just cards. Road trip plus, add in a little astrology to really fine tune it and make sure that we're getting the most clear message possible. All right, so what do these things look like? All right, so a road trip reading by itself, that one, my friend, will cost you $50 because it is an hour of my time, okay? A road trip plus meeting will be $75 because it takes about an hour and 20 minutes of my time. I do about 45 minutes prior to us connecting and getting together. All right, so I don't know about you, but I think you should sign up for a road trip meeting or reading, excuse me. How do I sign up? Okay, so in the comments of this video, you will find a link to my website. On my main page, there is a button that says book a reading now. Click that button and it will take you to the page to select whatever type of reading you would like to receive. A road trip reading and a road trip plus will be listed. You will see lots of other readings as well. So please just take a look and sign up for your reading today. I can't wait to help you figure out how to solve this problem.